baby. We got a wild one for you this week.
I'm calling in from New Mexico.
And I'm here in Los Angeles, but I'm on my way to San Francisco tonight. Also, if you're in Chicago on October 12th, come out to Bump. It's going to be me and Carrie Colby. The theme is Baby.
Baby girl.
And
What's
if you're also
your name?
And if you're in New York on October 19th, come on out to the New York Food Week Disco sponsored by Absolute Vodka and the Queer Teas.
Girl, if you don't know your own shit.
I will be hosting a sexy food eating competition and also performing a number. Jimbo will be there. Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka will also be there.
So aside from those promotions, we do have an episode for you. Enjoy!
Oh, so wait, you could talk about your fucking sex party for 5 weeks straight, but I can't plug 2 events that I got coming up that I want to see my friends in other cities for? You're not better than me!
I just do it during the episode.
Shut the fuck up.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us. Sloppy seconds.
Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you sloppy stupid little fuck, she nuts, little fuck, she dirty little fuck, welcome to Sloppy Second, Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball and that's Big Dipper. I was trying to clear my throat a little bit.
What do you got in there, little semen?
I didn't sleep well. And
Me neither.
And I was cleaning up because, I leave today to go to Folsom.
Yes.
And Dallas, a.k.a. Pinche, is coming to stay at my house for the weekend because she's got gigs here in Los Angeles.
Oh, the doll is gigged. She's booked and gigged.
I let her stay at my house. And I still have the cat sitter coming. Is that weird?
Well, if Dallas doesn't want to house sit a cat.
I just don't want it to be her responsibility because originally I was going to be here.
But what's weird about all of this is that everyone is friends.
Yeah, I was like, Minnie's going to start popping over and saying hi. So just let her walk Archie and do whatever. And y'all can
Dallas is going to be texting her like, stay out. I've got a man here.
That's another thing. Would you get mad if someone was staying at your house and had a man over? Because I don't care.
Not at all.
I literally was like, the guest room has a smaller bed, so if you want to do it on my bed, just lay down a blanket. Like, I don't care.
You remember when we had Coach Daddy Drew? You remember that big, tall drink of water, Coach Daddy Drew, on the pod?
I want to know what that cock looked like.
And he told that story about the cameras going on in P-Town.
Yeah, and I told Dallas too. I was like, if you do it on the sofa, put a blanket down. She goes, well, isn't that where the cat camera is? And I was like, oh no, the cat camera's been moved, so you could do whatever in the living room.
But did you tell her where the cat camera is?
Yeah, you can't fucking miss it. It's like
okay.
Big. It's attached to a cat feeder.
Oh, I got it. So you can go Auntie through the thing,
and then drop treats for him.
All right, you do be dropping. I should be dropping them treats.
A Scooby Dooby Doo.
I have a question because I have a goldfish brain when it comes to what we have said or not said on this podcast. I want to give everyone an update. You can make the news sound.
Candy Muse news.
Well, it's not about Candy Muse. Though I think we should test Candy Muse the next time we see her and see if she can do this maneuver. But in the case of sitting up versus sitting up by throwing your whole body forward with momentum, Meatball has won the case in sitting up just by using her core. Because
although my little piggies do lift up off the ground a little bit, just
slightly, but I was talking about momentum. I was talking about sort of having to throw your arms up or really roll your feet forward. Now we didn't test me.
Well, you didn't want to get down on the floor.
I know, because I was feeling old and fat, which It happens on most days.
Also,
That's
there
how
was a
I
room
feel.
full of people watching it. I feel like if it was just the two of us, you probably would have popped
I know,
on
but
down.
you ate that because you tried it once and it like didn't work, and then you were like, "Hold on a second," and then you really did it. Plus, you were wearing a wig and a leotard while doing it.
I took the wig off.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
you
I?
did take the wig
I
off.
popped that wig right on off right in front of Miss Camille.
So we do have an update there for everyone who texted in with their exercise guys.
Okay.
What
I have
I
another
don't
update. Oh.
What was the business? What was the briefcase with the
Fuck
thumbs
your
up?
boss. Should
Oh,
you fuck
yeah.
your boss?
They were all thumbs ups.
They were all thumbs ups. And I will say I have a friend who I told to fuck his I have a friend who I told to fuck his boss. And he got a raise and is now moving to New York, and I think they're paying for his apartment. So all I'm saying is sometimes maybe it works.
But you never know.
But you never know.
And then sometimes you might have to talk to Denise in HR if you fuck your boss.
That's if anyone finds out. That's why you got to keep it like discreet.
Keep it on the DL, misuse of the word, like that guy on those
Like that guy.
Scrubs.
Yeah. Well,
I'm DL. Oh, you are? Yeah, I'm married to a man.
oh, I was on Sniffies yesterday. I'll see if I can find it.
Fat
But someone's profile was like, "Will you hold my hand into the darkness?" With a da 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 da, and like all the
While
pictures
they
were like,
die?
I don't know what he meant, but his pictures were like beautiful, beautiful cock, beautiful body, and then his picture of his face was him in like full horror makeup.
Uh-huh. That sounds like your people. You over there in the Dragulas.
The fuck is wrong with you? I ain't no spooky bitch.
The clips on the internet say something different.
That's so funny that clip is going around again of
Describe
Loris.
the clip for people.
Okay, season 1, Loris had to eat brains, but she was vegan. So instead of like eating the brains, while Vander and Foxy Ajue are just like smashing the food with their face, Loris gets up dressed like a rabbit and says this long speech about how she's been vegan for the last 5 years, but she doesn't want to go home, so she's gonna eat the brains. Yeah, but the speech is so long that the camera keeps cutting to me, and I'm like kind of turning my head and like pointing at the brains to be like, just eat it. Like, shut up and eat it. And that was.
I still have never watched season 1 of Dracula, so I thought that was Abora dressed like a bunny. I didn't
No,
know
Abora
that
was
it
like
was
season
Loris.
2. That's Loris.
Oh, got it.
'Cause
You
then
and
I
Abora were not
Yeah, we were not
on
on the same season.
You were like, just eat it. In the clip, you're
Yeah, I
like,
was like, just eat it. Like, shut up and just eat it. And then the next day is when we did the whole like I did my speech of like, not tonight, where I was like imitating her. And then she walked into the room like in the middle of me making fun of her, and I just got like dead ass silent and was like, oh, she's back.
there's something in the air right now, Meatball, and I think it's your growing success. And I have a feeling we're going to be seeing you on a lot more television soon. Obviously,
We will.
Obviously, we know that you're a permanent judge with Raheem Shabazz on Willem's backroom diary.
Let's not call it judge. Let's not call it judge.
Sorry.
Let's say a permanent
fixture
panelist.
panelist.
Yeah.
What is the name of the show? The Backroom Secrets? Willem's Backroom
Dark room divas. Dark room
Audition.
You know, it's on the contract here. I could pull it up.
But so we know that's going to happen, and these clips of you on Dropout TV have been circulating on the internet.
Yes.
I think people are going to catch on to what Mom has been knowing for a long time, which is you do good.
Yeah, even I just recorded
Did a thing.
I did a thing, and someone asked me. They were like, now how come you get to do all these things and all these Rue girls that live in LA don't? And I was like, I think a lot of it comes down to I'm cheaper and I'm more fun.
And you also are professional. You show up on time, you do the work,
Oh yeah, I don't do a lot of back and forth. But yes, that happened, and I just got another deal, what I can't talk about because we're not editing this episode, but I'll tell you later.
Exciting.
For another Netflix show.
And well, you can't talk about it, but you just did. And then we should do that thing that we were texting about. I want to weasel my way into that thing.
Yes.
Because I think that would be really cool too.
Absolutely.
cryptic messages.
So
But
anyway, I'm having a wonderful. The internet is realizing that I'm fun again.
yeah, and that, just telling Miss Tina to abort her child was just a little blip.
Blip.
All right.
So go watch me on Dropout TV, and I'd love to go back. They're fun over there at Dropout.
I know. It's
They got
exciting.
they got
They're coined.
money.
They're
Yeah,
coined. Did you know that altitude was like a thing?
like altitude sickness. Like if you
Like
go to
it
Denver, you can get like dizzy and you get drunker faster.
or New Mexico?
Is New Mexico up?
Baby, when it's up, it's stuck.
It's stuck.
Albuquerque is a little up, and then Santa Fe is even more up. And I always forget it when I come here, but then I always have to sort of like drink a lot of water and like reset my brain.
That's wild. How are you dealing with that? Well, you
Oh,
don't do
it's
drugs,
okay.
so I'm sure you're fine.
I just sort of, I got a little wobbledy on the first day, and I was like, oh, right. This always happens when I come here.
And how is New Mexico?
Lovely. My sister turned back to me and she goes, are you going to tell all your friends? Turned back to me while we were on a walk. And she goes, are you going to tell all your friends that we took a walk? And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, didn't you say that everyone just makes fun of you because anytime you hang out with your family, all you guys do is go for walks?
Yes, that's all you talk about.
And I was like, well, so we went on a really nice walk yesterday and we're about to go on another walk today.
A walk of the property, of the acreage.
No, we're driving somewhere to take a walk. And yesterday we walked in Santa Fe. Oh, and we had
Ah.
amazing burrata last night
Uh,
with pear.
oh, yeah.
Okay,
On
have you ever?
arugula and
No,
walnuts? Oh.
it was fried almonds. And have you ever seen a pear cut waffle fry style?
Never in my life. That sounds insane.
It was so cool, and it was
What
almost
about the
like,
core?
well, it was thin slices of the pear from like the widest part of the pear, thin slices, and then it was almost like it was pressed onto sort of like a tiny little like hatched
A
grid, almost
crimper.
like, yes, like a crimper, almost like a like how the one side of the garlic press looks.
Yeah.
It almost looked like that, or like a meat tenderizer. It almost looks
Ah.
like they like rolled it with a meat tenderizer, and it was like textured and so interesting. The burrata, and then just a bunch of juices, like pear juice and a little acid, and like it was really good burrata. They didn't serve it like with anything, so then I loaded it up on some bread, baby girl. It was it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
That sounds so good.
my mouth
I
is watering now.
I went, yeah, mine is too. That just reminds me that the other day I went out for lunch with a friend and I was like, oh, I don't want anything too crazy. And I saw one of the menu items was like, it said, I must have misread it, but I thought it was like fried larb on top of an arugula salad, is what I thought I was going to get. And it was just,
Fried lard.
no, they fried the arugula. I was eating like a fried salad, which I didn't know you could do. I mean, I guess you
Only
can
in
fry it.
America.
I guess you could do it on anything, but it was just the wildest. I was like, okay, so this isn't like a healthy option.
I had a burger the other night with my family. We also went to a different restaurant the first night I was here. I had this amazing heirloom tomato salad, like beautiful croutons. It was really saffron vinaigrette, very lovely. And then a burger. And the burger was like the burger. Then it had sliced chorizo on top with manchego cheese. It was super good. But when she read the special burger, she like left out the other detail, which was a half of an avocado fried
I love
on
fried avocado
top of the burger. But I hated it because it muted all of the flavor
of an avocado.
of the chorizo and the manchego cheese and like the burger. And so I took a couple bites and I was like, it's kind of bland. And then I got rid of the fried avocado and I ate the rest of the burger and I was like, oh, this is so flavorful. But the avocado like engulfed all of the flavor. How would you eat a fried avocado? In what context?
When I've had it before, they slice it like little French fries.
Mm. This was like a quick fry.
Oh no, this is like a battered deep fry.
It was slightly battered, but it was like I could see that it was an avocado.
I'm feeling slightly battered this morning.
All right, well, let's take a quick break, and when we come
Also,
back,
thank you everyone who's been voting on one of our more recent
oh,
if you were to go look at it right now, Dips, it's 50-50. So
so
I guess we both talk too much.
It's tight.
It's a tight race.
It's a tight race.
Now I'm a little bit upset. Someone did send me a message.
Because you really thought it was going to be a landslide. For me.
Again, hold on. Let me just... Because someone said it in a very succinct way, what the difference is. Okay, Dipper's stories are longer, but your anecdotes are more current and frequent / repetitive.
Repetitive. No, my stories are very long. This won't surprise you. Last night, the drive from Albuquerque to Santa Fe is like
you talked the whole drive,
about an hour, and my parents were like, "You drive us home after dinner." I was like, "Okay, cool." And my mom like asked me one question, and then I talked, and then they were like, "This is the exit," and I was like, "Did I just talk for an hour?" And my mom was like, "Well."
Does your family hate you secretly?
I don't know how secret it is. No, I think they're happy for the entertainment because they just stay at home and stick to the two of them. So they want to.
What about your sister?
A little.
Does she secretly hate you?
Again, I don't know that it's so secret.
Listen,
I'm in the lead. 51% me today.
But you know what? I cheated because I 100% posted on my story, go vote on this. And then I commented, I don't like how this.
Yes, and I haven't engaged, so. Well,
all right.
All right.
Well, we'll be right back after this beautiful break.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving, so you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? Mm-hmm. I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppyseconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppyseconds.
hims.com/sloppyseconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
And we're back. I am going to not eat until I get to Miss Delta Lounge.
Oh, so you can load up.
Yeah, and part of me is thinking, should I bring like little plastic Tupperwares? Steal food for the hotel room?
The Tupperware is hard, but if you bring baggies, it's a little easier to get away with.
Isn't that wild that I'm thinking about just stealing from the Delta Lounge?
It's not that wild, but it is because like you're rich and you like restaurants in San Francisco.
That's true, but my concern is that tonight I'm going to get and I'll probably get to the hotel around 8. And then I'm going to want to shower and like get dressed up like a slut and then go out.
Well, does the hotel have a fridge? You could just order food to the hotel.
Does have a fridge. Oh, I could, yes. When I land, I'll order food and then it'll be at the front desk when I get to the hotel.
But things that I almost always, every single time take from the Delta Lounge are like 2 cookies wrapped in a napkin.
Never me.
If they have oranges, I'll take that. I have taken a banana before, but it gets kind of bruised up in the backpack.
I take a banana and I take a bag of chips is usually what
I grab. Bag of chips. Yeah, exactly.
Bag of chips. Bag of chips.
You know what?
Speaking of British queens, it seems like me and Lawrence Chaney are about to get into a motherfucking fight.
Tell me what that is about.
I don't know. It was the premiere of World of Wonder's new Drag Race UK thing, which again, I don't know if anyone.
Season 6 of Drag Race UK. I love the way you describe
I don't watch
it.
the. I don't watch the fucking.
World
I don't watch.
of Wonders.
I watch the real show. Okay, you know what I mean? The American one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the premiere. And also, just if anyone that works at World of Wonder listens, how come I never get invited to any of that stuff? I ain't never been invited, but you get fucking damn near any free. You get damn near any rando faggot in Los Angeles gets to show up. I don't even get an email of an invite to just walk around and say hi.
Well, so first of all, let's talk about the tone in which you're asking for the invite right now.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. And secondly, we can just talk about your other affiliations. There are other people that we all work with who also don't get invited.
I blame Willem. I should have never started working for this company. So Lawrence Chaney's up on stage and she's doing a call and response, but the call is, she goes, when I say fat, y'all say slut. And so she screamed fat, and the audience screamed slut, and then she screamed fat, and they all screamed slut. And I'm like, baby, you follow me. You follow me, and I've inboxed you to perform at my party called Fat Slut. It's a weird behavior. And the amount of people that send me a message being like, why is Lawrence Chaney saying fat slut? Not that I own that.
You own
but
fat
it is
top.
kind of like my vibe. So, like, couldn't you have done any other call and response? Yes. We're beefing. One-sided beef, baby.
Well, it sounds like you and Lawrence Cheney need to do that.
So
like,
we beefing
drag.
one-sided beef because she's definitely more famous and funnier and prettier than I am. So
Well,
I
it sounds
guess
like you
that's
have to
all.
do that like drag fight night. What do they call that?
I don't know, but have you been seeing that? There's like drag wrestling shows.
Well, didn't Miss Toto start
Miss
those
Toto's
ones?
part of one, like a big one
And then
that
Carson
travels.
Presley hosts one.
Is hosting one too. Yeah.
I keep seeing people post it. Would you ever fight a doll?
Yeah, I mean, when I did Dragula, the club act, we did like a mud wrestling one time. And so we had to like make characters and choreograph a fight, and it was really fun. But then the minute we were done, they were like, "Okay, you're covered in mud. Get out of the bar." And me and my, I think it was Pickle I was wrestling. I can't remember who it was. We were both like, "Oh, well, we wanted to stay at the bar." And so we like went outside and just took off our costumes, and we're just in like our pads and like no, and I remember we was at Fault Line, and we ran through that little neighborhood because that's like a neighborhood
Yeah.
to go to our car that was parked like 3 blocks away, just shirtless and just in our pads and no shoes, to then put on like t-shirts and stuff so that we could get back into the club because they didn't want us walking around covered in mud.
How did they where did they do the mud?
It was on the stage because remember, Fault Line was like outside. Half of
Yeah.
it was outside, so they did it on the stage because then they could just hose it off the next day.
Oh my god.
But we were walking around there. Oh my god, that was so fun!
Little pepperonis out for the world to see.
And just laughing, like just 2 girls like giggling. I've been like looking back at a lot of my old drag, and I was like, it used to be so. I mean, it was terrible, but like we used to like just giggle all the time, and it was like about like hanging out and having fun with your friends, and like it's not that anymore.
Get her, Jade. To every
It's not
drag
that anymore.
every drag queen you've ever interacted with.
It's not that anymore.
Shade. Yeah, it is. I was just talking to my sister about this. I was like, because we were both talking about moving, and I was like, does our generation move more than other people? Like, do we like start over more than other people? I was just saying, like, I still feel like a teenager. Like, I wake up sometimes and I'm like, I'm 16. I mean, my body physically doesn't feel like a teenager, but like mentally, I'm like, I've just begun. I haven't even done anything yet. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. Like, I literally feel that all the time, and I'm 40 years old. And when you look at older generations, it's like a 40-year-old would often have a child in, anywhere from 6 to 12 years old,
Oh yeah.
if not more, and own a home and have a job that they were going to work at for 40 years. And I'm like, I feel like a teenager. But I do think a lot of people in our generation feel that way. I think a lot of millennials are like in this like weird spot.
But I think about it like a lot of the actors that I like look up to, well, not actors, but like a lot of the people in entertainment that I look up to
The
didn't even
TikTokers you look up to.
didn't have children until they were like 40 or 42. Like their struggles are like, oh, I had to freeze my eggs. Like that's what it is now.
Yeah, for me, it's less about children. It's just more about like feeling established in life. Like I don't feel like I feel like there's so much to do,
Oh yeah, there's still too much to do.
but you want to give up all the time.
No, I want to work less all the time. I want to
More.
do bigger things, but work less to get them. Thoughts?
I think it's a really good goal because we're like, also someone called in and said something like very bigoted on the phone.
About what?
This conversation, remember we were saying this conversation, you were like, you have to work less. And I said, but how am I going to make any money? And you were like, you have enough money,
Yeah.
which I don't. And someone called in and was like, Dipper feels that way because he's Jewish.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were like, he's
That's racism.
predetermined to feel like he never has enough money even though he does, because he's Jewish. I was like, this is insane that you think you can call the show and say that.
That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I don't like that.
I don't like
I don't
that.
like her. I don't like her. Who was that?
Who was it?
Who said that? That's
Oh.
a Drag Race quote. I don't
I
like
don't
her.
like her. I don't like her. It's a Drag
did a
Race quote?
Yeah, we did a show with her at a college. I hosted.
Oh, Tatiana.
Yes.
About Tyra.
Yeah. I don't like her.
I don't like her. Yeah, it's so crazy. I like don't fix your mouth to call our phone line and say some shit like that.
Fix your mouth.
Nuts.
Yeah, I think people have been a little freewheeling with some things they've been saying to me.
To you. Someone else called in. These are voicemails that are not getting the light of day, even though I am talking
Even though we're
about them.
giving them the full light of day.
But they don't get their voice heard. Someone else called in and was like, why are you guys so critical of all the voicemails? I mean, you tell long stories. I'm like, Diva, you listen to the long stories. Like,
whoa, that's on you. I don't tell long stories.
No, but I'm like, you tune into the pod. You're not tuning into the pod to listen to whoever say whatever on a voicemail. So
Also,
we're allowed to be critical of the voicemails.
Yeah, but you tell long stories. 3 minutes is a long time.
But it's my podcast.
Oh, so it's your podcast.
I'm just saying.
What am I? Just chop liver?
No, I'm just saying how you refer to it out in the world. Who was it that we were talking to that was convinced it was your podcast recently while I was in the room?
Oh, I have no idea.
They were like, and I'll just like, how cool I can come and do your podcast, Meatball. And we were in the studio all together. It was a recent interview. It was so funny to me.
I don't know.
Love that stuff. Okay. Well, let's take a break and then we'll do some voicemails.
I love that kind of stuff. And we're back.
Wait, I just saw this other preview.
How long after one of your friends and their boyfriends breaks up do you think it's okay to slide into their DMs?
How long were they dating?
I don't fucking know.
Were you friends with them as a couple?
I'm not trying to slide into their DMs. I was.
Someone slid?
No. My friend is trying to hook up with someone whose they just broke up. And I was like, give it a month.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it was an open relationship that they were like really sex positive and fluid and whatever, then it's not really about waiting because those things are a little bit separate.
Yeah, no, but the one that I'm on the one who got broken up with close friends list, and he's not doing well, and that's who the person is trying to flirt with. And I was like, don't do it. Like, give it a month or two. Like, stay away.
Yeah, because even if it were to happen right now, it'd be like tainted, weirdly tainted. Not God.
Not of God.
Ungodly.
Okay, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I saw a new Wicked trailer. They are not putting any of the musical numbers in these motherfucking trailers.
Nope. But we just talked about that.
I know, but it's crazy to me. It is a movie of a Broadway musicale. They did not show a single person singing or dancing.
They didn't do it for Mean Girls either. Like, I don't know.
But Mean Girls also had big production numbers.
And they didn't do it for A Color Purple either.
No, they had, they showed Suge. They showed Taraji singing as Suge because her character is a club singer.
They didn't show them. They're not advertising these things as musicals because I think Americans hate musicals.
But it is so. Then why are they keep greenlighting them? They make international money on them.
I think, yeah.
I am working. Did you know Sabrina Carpenter's on like a huge tour now? I did not know.
Yes, and it looks really fun. She looks really fun.
Yeah,
Um,
she looks really fun.
I like her music.
Yeah,
She
I think
and
a lot of people do.
and I didn't know that she was like a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid until like recently.
Yes,
So there's just
yes.
it's that thing where rice.
No, it's like the
Where
Ariana Grande. When Ariana first came out, we were all sort of like, I don't know, is she Kids Bop? And now she's like one of the most famous stars in the world.
Yeah. I mean, she also did what everyone does is she turned black for a minute and she's back to being white. What?
Italian.
She's just an Italian girl from New York.
That's Stephanie.
Okay, what did you think about Harlequin? Have you listened to any of the songs?
No, but why is the one the Kath and Kim theme?
Because that song was originally not a Kath and Kim theme.
I know.
It was written by someone else and performed by someone else, and then Kath and Kim.
The Joker is
me.
So fun. All right, here's some voicemails.
Hey, fatties. How do we feel about sounding? Have you ever done it? Done it on anyone else? I want to know. Okay, bye.
Have you ever done it?
I have never done it. I have never experienced it. I have never even witnessed it. The only time I've ever seen it is like on video in digital media. It scares me, but people say they love it. I feel like the people who like it are the type of people who will like bait for hours. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's the type of people who are like, my penis, my cock, and they like really enjoy like playing with themselves versus people who are like, I like fucking, I like sucking dick. Like, I think sounding is a little more like self focus, and I would feel nervous doing it to another person.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can. I think. Well, I'm
Well,
sure you could.
absolutely
I mean,
can.
you could, but like
Tie you to a bed and stick a rod down your urethra.
yeah, I've never done it. I've never done it to someone else. I don't really have any desire to do it.
Does it make
But I
you
do
feel
know
like you have to pee? Is that the
Maybe.
tea?
Some people like that feeling. Some people love the feeling of pooping.
Feels good in the moment, but mostly because it leads to relief.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever do that. I don't think I'm that bored with sex yet. You know what I mean?
Do you think
Just
people
start
who
doing weird shit.
do you think people who are into scat like when you have diarrhea?
No.
Because
I
it's
think they
like
want hard log.
because when you have diarrhea, you're like, something's wrong. And then if you ingest that,
Or you just have like IBS or something.
well, something's wrong.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just because something's chronic doesn't mean it's right.
It doesn't mean it's wrong. Don't speak ill of the chronically ill.
I'm not casting
You're very
aspersions.
ableist.
I'm just
You
saying.
greedy Jew.
Oh my god. She didn't say greedy. She said frugal.
Frugal. No, she didn't.
Hello, Buck. I am curious because this is a very sloppy question. In that, Meatball, you were saying like, oh, it's okay. The dick's not that long. If it's pierced, because it's not going to go down my throat. And that just made me go down. I can't even be able to stop thinking about it. Because do you routinely suck dick without it going down your throat? Because like, I don't think I know how to do that. But I'm like an old straight woman who's been married in a monogamous relationship for 15 years. But I have such an array of dick sizes, and I don't know one that was small enough that it wouldn't go down my throat. Is my mouth shallow? I would like Big Dipper to weigh in, because you were also, I feel like, an aficionado, a fellatio. Is it going in your throat? I feel like a good sloppy blowjob, it gotta go down your throat, right? I can't stop thinking about this question, and I need your insights, if possible. Bye.
Fellatio aficionado.
a fellatio aficionado. It's
Well, a couple things come to mind.
just not a very long penis. I don't.
Well,
It's
that's
not like it's not like it's not like it's like it's not like
you got stuck in the
it's
loop.
not like it's a huge dick that I'm just not putting down my throat. It physically cannot go down my throat. Also, we've spoken about this. Got a big mouth, got a big head. So the length from like the beginning of my mouth to my throat is probably a little longer than average. Um, and yeah, his dick just isn't like, I don't know, it's maybe like 4 or 5 inches, or probably 4. Hold on.
You could have a shallow mouth. Oh, okay. For
It's
everyone at
4
home,
inches. It's 4
Meatball
inches.
just pulled a tape measure out, extended it, and then put it in her mouth. What'd you hit back there? The back of your throat? Your little epididymiglottis? What's the thing
Well,
called?
like right before the back of the throat.
What's the hanging thing called?
Oh,
No. What's the hanging thing called?
your uvula.
Uvula.
Yeah, so his dick just isn't that big. Good for you for never having to deal with never encountering a small penis. But I will
What do you
say,
mean good for you? You prefer.
I didn't mean good for her. I said good for
Don't
you.
besmirch. Don't besmirch.
I'm not trying to besmirch, but I'm just like, if you're such an aficionado, how have you not experienced a small dick before?
Well, it also could be she does have shallow mouth, so they all go down her throat. And then the other thing would be, I think you can suck a big dick without throating. I think there are people who give blowjobs without it going into their throat. Do I think those blowjobs are good? No.
No.
But I think there are people who do it. Those are the people, and this is ultimately where I got on my no hand policy, is because there's a couple things.
The
One,
policy.
the
No hand
the
policy.
no hand policies. When you put the hand on there, then you're only sucking on the top like a lollipop. Then when you move your hand, you can get to the bottom, but then the whole thing starts to taste like, girl, this tastes a little bit like hand and skin and saliva and this, and it's like, I want to taste dick.
How far are you from your parents' room? Can they hear you?
I was just thinking about that. They might be able to. The door's closed.
And they know that you throw a sex party, so they're probably fine with you doing whatever you're doing.
Hi, I left a stupid message earlier, but ignore that one because this one is on some real shit. I wanted to talk about the women getting upset about the Queen copying Chapel, not copying Chapel, squirting wine out of her puss and acting like that was misogynistic. I personally didn't get that from it. I thought it was hilarious. I think Chapel would have thought it was funny too. I'll tell you what is misogynist, but always fucking got my goat, is Trinity the Tuck Taylor dressing up as like the old lady with saggy boobs and making like a woman's body a spectacle and being like, look how disgusting women are. And I've seen Trinity live and somebody said something about vagina and she ran away shrieking like pussy is so disgusting, which is fucking not. Men have pussies too, by the way. I know lots of fucking gay guys who are into it. And another thing she did, that's why I believe when I heard Farrah Moan say that Trinity was making gross comments about trans men in front of Farrah's trans guy date, I just believed it to my core. Maybe that's messy of me, but I believe it. That's misogynistic. That's like disgust of people's anatomy. And I don't like it. And frankly, I don't like She-Devil by Night. And that's it. Bye.
I'm glad you got that off your chest, Diva.
Thank you for spilling that.
Kudos to you, Mama. Thanks for spilling.
Yeah, that's that quote. Listen,
I abhor Polly folks. Your new version of the quote.
Also, hey everyone, I don't actually hate poly people. I just think it's funny too. I have some friends that are poly and they were upset with me in my DMs. I agree. I really hate when gay guys are like, ew, vagina. Oh, it's like,
Gold star.
Yeah, like grow up. Like, what is wrong with you? It's part of the anatomy, and like it's the human body, and we all like I don't know. It's
Everybody
just
has
so
a different body.
everybody's different. And
I
I'll be seeing that today at Folsom or tomorrow at Folsom.
I was thinking about that.
Everybody is different.
I was thinking about that recently. I forget where I was, but I looked
I
it
bought a
up,
harness.
and I was like, Meatball would. Where'd you buy it at?
Rough trade. I was gonna have a custom one made, but I didn't give the guy enough time. From Soft Daddy.
Oh, sure.
But
I
he
could
is
have
gonna
given
make me
you
one of my
some.
outfits for the Willem show, like a leather
Oh,
outfit for Willem.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool. Are you gonna wear the harness?
Maybe under one of my little see-through jerseys.
Okay.
Great. Next call.
Hey, Slops. Just a question about gay hookup etiquette. I'm leaving a older gentleman's house at 12:55 at night. Just curious, what's the etiquette on asking someone to not take their teeth out while they're sucking your dick? Is that gay? I'm pretty sure that's gay. Thanks, guys. Bye.
You don't want a gummer?
Yeah, that seems crazy.
That seems insane that you want
That's
his dentures.
crazy.
You want his dentures to be bopping around and on all over your cock and balls when he could just take it off and you could have a little gummer.
Yeah, and what he's
Mamie
probably
gummer.
maybe Gummer. He's probably taking them out because if he didn't, they would fall off.
They would fall off. He's trying to create suction, which is like how you unhinge them, isn't it? Or like unstick them.
I don't know what the etiquette is. I think, saying like, "Oh, do you have to take those out? I really like the way they look on you." Like trying to couch it in a compliment rather than have it be like you saying, "It freaks me out the way you look without your teeth in."
Yeah, just don't look
mean?
at him.
Close your eyes. Lay your head back. Close your eyes. Get it over with.
I forgot. I don't know if I can tell this story.
Bum bum.
Well, my friend, I'm going to tell it. And then it's no edits. I'm going to tell it. My friend was cruising at
A place.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oops.
It's literally so easy to just not say some stuff.
My friend was cruising in a park near my home.
Oh my God, just say my friend was cruising.
Well, you're gonna know it's near my house in a second anyway because of what happens.
Okay.
So he's cruising. He's parked in this little parking lot. He goes off down a trail with a man, and while they're down there, they just see red and blue lights flashing. And two or three, he said it was a couple of cop cars came into the parking lot, and on the loudspeaker it was like, if you're sitting in your car, leave. You need to leave. The park is closing. But he was like so deep in the woods that he was afraid that if he walked out to his car, they would like know what was going on and like arrest him. And I was like, but did they come looking? Was there like flashlights? And he was like, no, but I didn't want to get caught. So he just walks the other direction away from the parking lot. They lock his car in and he walks to my house. And he goes, "Can I just hang out here? And then I'll call like an Uber and go home and then just go pick up my car tomorrow when they open up the park." Isn't that crazy? I was like, just go to your car. Unless they were like looking for you.
Right. And if you emerge from the woods by yourself, you can literally be like, I was meditating. I was
smoking. I always say like,
I was
I
smoking
always
weed.
say it's never happened, but I was like, if I ever got caught, I'd be like, oh, I just was trying to hide so I could smoke some weed.
I was on the phone.
I fell. I got lost. Thank you for finding me.
Yeah.
But he was like there wasn't any flashlights and they weren't looking. So I was like, why did you do that?
Because
now your car is impounded or whatever, or not
they
impounded.
do
But it's
have
just, like,
to
locked in the
announce
park.
that the park is closing.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Why did that? To me, I was like, I think
What
he
did
did the wrong move.
What did the guy he was with do?
I think that I don't know. Probably went back to his car. He said the minute he saw the lights, he was like, "Oh shit," and got up and just started walking the other direction.
Got it.
So I was like, "So you walked here to my house?"
Also, note that is not a place to cruise.
Yeah, I didn't. I've seen that there's like spots on Sniffies, but I was like, that's not where you go. Like, don't go in there.
No, it's far too populated.
I also think, I mean, we know this, but the cops are on Sniffies now. Like, they know. So, like, don't go to like places like that are populated and have multiple things around them.
Let's take a break.
And we're back. Next call.
Hey y'all. So I recently had a guy come over and I was just gonna give him head. And when I tell you it literally lasted maybe 60 seconds or less. Like he came that fast.
Good for
And
him.
to be honest, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be here for like 10, 15 minutes. And it was a pretty big dig, so I was kind of like, oh, this is gonna hurt my jaw. To be honest, by 5 minutes, I'm kind of over it. I'm ready for them to come. But literally 60 seconds, I was like, oh shit. What are you guys' thoughts about that? If you guys had a guy come over and you just wanted to suck some dick, and he literally came within a minute, how do you feel about that? Are you like, that's a waste of my time? Or, you know what? I got what I needed, and he's gone now, and I can go on with the rest of my day. Thoughts?
What do you think? I have thoughts.
I'm sure you hate it.
I
Me?
love it or hate me. Go ahead.
I wouldn't care. I'd be a little disappointed, but then I'd probably be like, "Oh, can you come again? You got a second one in you?"
For me, it depends 1,000% on the circumstances around it. If we're at a club or a party, love it, obsessed with it, because I'm not there for one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm bipping and bopping from one spot to the other, and there's glory holes and there's a bunch of people there, I'm all in for the 60-second. If you came to my house, sure, that's fine. I'd be like, oh, you drove all this way and that's all you get. But if I drove to you, like, that I go down and see my friend in Long Beach. If it was that short, I would not be featuring that experience, if that makes any sense. But I will say, like 2 weeks ago, I had this guy come over, and he like, in the messaging leading up to us deciding to link up, he was like, you have to go nice and slow and take breaks with me because I'm a quick comer. And identified it ahead of time. And because I had that knowledge, we had a really, really hot exchange, because it was like
That
lot of
knowledge.
like,
Because I
it
had
was
that knowledge.
it was a lot of like give and take and start and
Because
stop.
I had that knowledge.
So it depends on the scenario for me. And if I have that knowledge, I will make that work.
Yeah, but what about if, what if they were like, "Oh, I'm a quick comer, so you got to go slow and take breaks with me," and then they weren't. Like, you were just, I'd feel like, "Oh, I'm bad at my job."
Oh, yeah. Well, you never know. I mean, if it had been 30 minutes and I was like, baby girl, you're not even hard yet, I'd be
Yeah,
like,
also sometimes it's like, tell me how you like, you have to tell me what
tell
you
me
like.
how you like it.
Otherwise, I don't know what's going on, because especially with guys with uncut dicks, because they all like it a different way.
And yeah, and when they tell you to punch them in the balls, that feels crazy. This 60-second comer, I will say, go ahead and find you a cum dump, because they will love that.
Oh, sure.
Especially when they're 30 deep. You know what I mean? Because at that time they're sore, but they still want more because they're trying to break some kind of record. And if you slide in there with only 60 seconds, 3, 4 pumps, and you're good, they will be happy with you.
I would love that.
Which part of
How
it?
long? If someone was fucking me for 60 seconds, how long on Monet's show? Sorry. On Monet's little sleepover, Monet's slumber party. She said that sex beginning to end should only last 15 minutes. Like, including foreplay. We even asked, and I was like, to me, foreplay should be 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be making out and like grabbing dicks and then like begin blowing after like 10 minutes after we like take the clothes off. And like, I need all of that lead up if I'm going to have like full sex.
And I don't mind if it does only last 15 minutes and you get to all of that. But in an ideal world, it's much closer to 45 minutes to an hour.
Or 30 to 45.
Sure. But of the actual like pumping,
Love making. Oh, of the pumping?
Insertive, I'm like 10 minutes is fine.
10, yeah. Of the actual penetration.
A couple different positions. Sometimes you take a break and then you go back in.
Yeah, sometimes you like lay and make out and just kind of jerk them.
Yerk them. What did I see recently? Oh, like, you know, in movies when people, there's like a lot of sexual tension and then like one character will leave and it's just the two people left and they're like, oh my God, bless you. They're like all over each other immediately and you hear just like the clang of the belt and then all of a sudden it's like and they're like pumping right away and like the entire sex scene is like 45 seconds.
Yes. I just watched, there's a show called Supercell, and there's a sex scene in that where they literally like walk in the door and within like 5 seconds his pants are down and she's up against the wall and he's like banging her.
And I'm like,
and I was
did
like,
you really
how
get
did you
hard
even
that fast?
Yeah, like he was like, let me draw you a bath, and she started kissing him, and then all of a sudden she's like up against the wall, and I was like, how?
Slide those panties to the left.
To the left.
You will put your tongue fully inside an asshole, but
You're not
keeping
better
your
than me.
toothbrush in the same space that you poop in is too much. That's it. Goodbye.
No, he might be onto something here. He might be cooking over here.
I'm not eating my own butt.
Also, I think the buildup of like poop and bacteria sitting on your toothbrush for a while, is different than poop fresh from the fountain.
Oh my God. No, I think
but again, I've been afraid to eat butt ever since I got the Campy Boy Laxter or whatever that fucking weird.
What did you say?
Hold on, Campo. I got that stomach virus, Campylobacter, from eating a dirty butt, and it wasn't
Giardia.
Shangela or Giardia. It was called Campylobacter, and it was like real bad. I felt like I was going to die.
Yeah, I mean, it can feel.
So now, if there's even a hint of a smell down there, I'm not eating it.
Right.
I'm just going straight to topping it.
I guess for fat top. I guess for me, the idea is like if you're eating, they've prepared it, and so that's a little different than like.
Yeah, but you can't eat at everyone's house. Some people got cats that walk on the counters.
That's very true, and so that's a little different than like, yeah. Over the course of, I don't know, when do you change? How often do you change your toothbrush? Every 2 months?
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's like over the course of 2
I get
months.
They like mail it to me monthly, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
sure.
know.
So over the course of a couple weeks, right? It's always just out in the bathroom for whatever is floating in the air. I feel like I do have a point here. You did your big one with this call, and good for you. But I still do like if we were to lay it out, I do have a point. Last call?
You did your big one. So were you on set that day, or is that just now your thing?
TikTok?
Are they say I mean the only person that I've heard do your big one from like constantly is Mistress Isabel Brooks. And she was just
Oh,
recently on Two Dumb
Sugar and
Girls.
it's
What's
called
that
Two
show?
Brain Cells Left.
Two Brain Cells
Your
Left.
sister show on Mom.
Love those kind of stuff. I watched the video. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Why did they keep calling
Malaysia?
why did they keep calling her Malay?
Maybe it's a lovely
Like say her full name because some people are just listening.
Malay. Miss.
Because
Maybe
I
the-
kept thinking Malay from San Francisco, and I was like, there's no way she's there.
There's no way she's there.
Anyway, next call. Final call. One more call.
Hello. Okay, so live news update. Ding, 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 ding. I'm at work and we're listening to the new episode. Well, the new Tuesday episode. I'm just like listening. Anyway.
Weird.
The guy, the caller who called about the guy looking him up and down about the slice of cake, for some reason, now let me tell you, long time caller here. I've been a long time listener. Got a lot of voicemails. For some reason, I just feel like he's lying. Like, I just didn't believe it. I don't know why.
Slander.
Like, the amount of rudeness that was exuding from that guy, I was like, this isn't real. And then him being like, oh, I want to fuck him. I'm like, okay, this is not real. Either it's not real or you just, like, thought it happened and it didn't. Because I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't literally no way. And I've been called a lot of mean things from people to my face. So I know people can be assholes. But I'm just like, I don't know. Something about it. I was like, I ain't buying it. Yeah, girl, don't fuck him. And if that's true, then fuck him. But not like that. Like, fuck him. Like, don't fuck him. I don't know. Anyways.
Why don't you think it's real? Why don't you think it's real?
During that 04, I have watched Dipper now take 4 pills, none of them prescription. Not a one of them. All store-bought bottles. What's that one for?
That's Discovery.
Oh, okay. 1 prescription. You're supposed to take those Pure for Men one at a time, not all at once. Okay, now another bottle. Okay, 5. We're on 5 and 6 pills. He's out of water. What will he do for pills 6 through 12? Now he's massaging his throat.
All right, do you have an answer for this person?
7, 8 pills.
I can tell you what they all are. It's very simple.
I don't care.
Okay.
Do I have an answer? Could that person be lying? Maybe. Could that person be embellishing the story? Possibly.
Yes, we love embellishment.
We love an embellishment. But an up down, that is undeniable. If this person looked him up down, maybe he didn't say, wait, what did that person say? He said, he was like, you want to eat that?
No,
He's like,
the person said, I'm good. I'm watching what I eat, and then looked them up and down.
okay, so you could be really misinterpreting the vibe because he could just be like, oh no, I'm actually watching what I eat. And then maybe he saw something fall on the floor. I don't know.
And then there's also the very real thing of like that complicated thing of like sometimes we think someone's our enemy and we hate them, but actually we have a crush on them or we're jealous of them because they're living the gay life that we want to be living. And so you're like, I hate them, but should I fuck them? And it's like, that doesn't feel like a real mix of emotions, but it is. So this caller could completely be lying, or you could just be reading into it in a weird way. I just love the fact that for whatever reason, you called to accuse a stranger of lying, which is so funny.
Thank you so much for that. You know what I mean?
We did it, Joe.
One more call.
You always do that.
You know it's coming.
Hi, listening to this Tuesday episode, and you're talking about making cold brew and it not being strong enough. And I have worked at a coffee shop for, I used to work at a coffee shop for like 10 years, and was making cold brew the whole time. I will tell you that it works best if you make the cold brew at room temperature. It will extract more caffeine that way. When you do cold water, you're getting less of the caffeine out. So, and less of the flavor, really. So,
Flavor.
like, leave it outside of the fridge for at least 12 hours, and then you can put it in the fridge for the last 12 hours of your 24-hour brew if you want. But yeah, that's how you're going to get the best results. Anyway, goodbye.
That is
All right, I'm
so
gonna try that.
helpful.
I'm going to try that.
I love that stuff.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of Epic.
What's
Ooh,
the
his nipples
epicode?
his nipples are tiny. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk toy to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye.
See you soon.
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Technical direction by Margot Padilla.
Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.